Hi, it's Sarah here. How are you doing? I hope you're having a great day today. So we are going to be doing a talk today on cutting energy cords and removing any implants or attachments which aren't serving your highest good. So everything is made of energy. We see it as solid objects, but everything is made of vibrating particles. You are an infinite expanse of divine consciousness, of source energy, but it appears as though you're in a body. However, this body is just with you so that you can experience, so that you can touch and feel and taste, etc. But you are actually infinite, an infinite amount of energy. Now, your body appears solid, but your body is actually made up of billions of particles. I think the smallest ones that we've isolated with a microscope are called quarks, I believe. But that's probably going to be overtaken shortly. I think they're working on seeing something smaller than quarks at the moment. But our body appears solid because we expect to see what we expect to see. So we expect to see our bodies as solid, we expect to see the trees are solid, the ground is solid, but actually everything is made of source energy and everything is vibrating. It's just vibrating so quickly and the atoms are packed together. So they don't appear as though they're moving. If we could really see what was really there, we would be absolutely blown away. I think that's perhaps one reason that we don't. Otherwise, we would just spend our whole lives going, wow. So it's probably in some ways it's good that we can just see everything as a solid object. So we can form energy cords between ourselves and other people. Now this is really common between ourselves and family members, between ourselves and people that we are in relationships with, whether those relationships are healthy or abusive. It can be between people that we work with or people that we are friends with, etc., etc. You can also form energy cords between yourself and somebody you've only just met for a short time. Say somebody had a one-night stand, for example, you can form an energy cord between yourself and that person, or even just somebody that you stand and talk to for an hour, you can form an energy cord then. You can also pick up energy cords if you're going around or in the close vicinity of somebody who's very needy. So if there's a person who's very needy or whose life force energy is very low, they can be like flinging out hooks to try and hook into other people. Now it sounds awful, but it's something they are completely unaware of, and it's just purely that they need more energy to keep going. Now these energy cords, so obviously some are healthy and loving, and if you could see them, they appear as white and vibrant, but some are unhealthy and toxic, and they will actually drain you. And so if you look at them, they would appear dark and dull. This just means you're not going to die, but you're just going to be tired. You're going to be more tired than you need to be. You can also have energy cords between yourselves and entities, which are ghosts. And you can also have energy cords between yourself and somebody from other lifetimes as well. If there are people that you haven't forgiven in this life or other lives, you can have what's called karmic ties between you. And that just means you're going to keep reincarnating over and over again, going through a similar experience with these other people, so you can forgive, and eventually those karmic ties will then automatically be dissolved, which is one of the reasons why it's really important to forgive. So your higher self and your innate intelligence are going to be working together with your permission with you to release energy cords anyway, and they will be, you can communicate when you're asleep, that kind of thing. So this is going to be going on anyway, but it is really worthwhile to make the effort to work on yourself and clear yourself as well. We make an effort, and we brush our teeth and we wash our hair and we wash our bodies, but we also need to look after ourselves energetically too. So maybe once a week you can, or even more frequently if you like, sit down quietly, shut your eyes, and you're just going to say, I call upon Archangel Michael to help me. And then you're just going to simply say words to this effect. It doesn't have to be the same thing. You can say, Archangel Michael, I ask for any cords to be cut which are not for my highest good. Or you can say, I ask for any cords to be cut which are not serving the highest good of all. That's actually better, because sometimes then you'll then allow that rather than you might not if it's just for your own higher good. So, Archangel Michael, I ask for any cords to be cut which are not serving my highest good, or are not serving the highest good of all. I ask for the ends to be dissolved and return to source. And in this way, the ends get returned to source, which means the cord can't easily reform. Then you can say, Archangel Michael, I also ask for the removal of any attachments or implants which are not serving my highest good of all. Serving my highest good, or if are not for the highest good of all. And you just might want to sit there quietly for a few minutes, and you might be aware of something happening, or you might not. Now you might see, they might show you like a cord being removed from your body, or you might be shown a cord in your body, or you might see something like, it looks like an electrical plug leaving a socket. If that's the case, then just shut the flap. Imagine shutting a flap over the socket and ask God to fill that space with love. And you can also send love and golden light to that space. What they might do sometimes also, if you're not going to allow a cord to be released, it may be that you have to do some more self-love, more self-forgiveness, etc., then it might become smaller. Okay, so it might be something, a really big thick cord, and it could then become a smaller cord, so it's not causing you quite so much of an issue. Then you just say thank you to Archangel Michael. Now, as you have more self-forgiveness, more self-love, more self-compassion, more self-respect, you are going to allow more of these cords to automatically be removed, and you're going to allow more for Archangel Michael to release as well. And as you have more self-love and forgiveness, etc., you are also going to protect yourself more, just automatically. In the meantime, when you're out and about with people, like at work or with your family, or like you're shopping when there's lots of people, anything where you're with lots of other people, it is a good idea to imagine a blue bubble of protection around yourself. And this acts as a filter, so it allows love and light to come in, but it does prevent other people's baggage coming in or cords being attached. Then what you want to do is just imagine a gold bubble around that blue one, and that also acts as extra protection. Okay, so you're going to put a blue bubble of protection around yourself and then a gold one over that. And that's just going to help. It will help you stop picking up on other people's stuff, and it will also help if somebody's flinging out attachments in a way, it'll help prevent that too. Okay, so we are going to do a small technique now. It's called Christ Unwinding Technique. It's a technique developed with Yeshua, Jesus, a few years ago, and it will just help you to be in the mindset to release as much as possible. It just helps you to release limiting beliefs and also release stuck emotional energy too. So just with your eyes shut, I just want you to call in the Christ's light to help you. Now, it doesn't matter if you're a believer of Jesus, whether you follow Jesus, it has nothing to do with Jesus actually. The Christ light is source energy, and Jesus was the being, the person who channeled Christ light down into earth. So although he was called Christ, he was just a channel for it. So you don't have to be a Christian, you can be any religion. It's just source energy. It's energy coming from God, and it's there for everybody. It doesn't matter if you're an atheist. It's available to all. So you sit and just ask the Christ light to come in. Now you're going to see a sentence as though you were reading it across the inside of your forehead. It doesn't matter about your spelling. It's your intention that counts. Sometimes you can only imagine your sentence and not read it, and that is actually because your mind is deeming it's unsafe for you, so it will block you reading it. If that's the case, you can just keep telling yourself over and over again, it is safe for me to see my sentence, it is safe for me to read my sentence, and then eventually you will actually be able to read it. It will work if you can't read it, but it actually works better if you can. And that's because we are replacing limiting beliefs. And to replace a limiting belief, it's good to read it, to say it, to sing it, to hear it. There's many different ways as you can say it, to get it into your mind. So, with your eyes shut, you're just going to see the following sentence. I am worthy and deserving of being free of all unhealthy cords, attachments, and implants. I choose this. And then you're going to see your sentence go up into your mind, and it's going to start to weave around and around, left and right, up and down, backwards and forwards. Just keep reading your sentence too. I am worthy and deserving of being completely free of all unhealthy cords, attachments, and implants. I choose this. And then you're going to see your sentence is going to start to spiral down through your head, down and down through your head, down through your throat and neck, down through the middle of your chest, just taking it nice and slowly through your heart center. Just keep reading your sentences as it's going around and repeating them in your head. I am worthy and deserving of being completely free of all unhealthy cords, attachments, and implants. I choose this. And then seeing your sentences going down through the middle of your belly, through the center of your pelvis, spiraling around and around. And then you're going to imagine your sentences spiraling out from between the tops of your legs. And they're going to spiral between your legs all the way down to the ground. So spiral your sentences between the gap between your legs, reading your sentences. I am worthy and deserving of being completely free of all unhealthy cords, attachments, and implants. I choose this. And then when they reach the ground, you can see your sentences go off into the distance or go off into the ground, whichever you prefer. Then with your eyes, keeping your eyes shut, reading your sentences again. I am worthy and deserving of being free of all unhealthy cords, attachments, and implants. I choose this. And this time you're going to see your sentence. It's going to start to spiral up your left hand. So imagine it leaving your mind, spiraling up your left hand. Spiraling up your left arm, over your left elbow, up your left upper arm. When it reaches your left shoulder, you spiral it across the top of your back to your right shoulder. So reading your sentences as it spirals across, I am worthy and deserving of being free of all unhealthy cords. And then when it reaches your right shoulder, you're going to spiral it back. Attachments and implants. I choose this. Then when it reaches your left shoulder, you spiral it down through your left side of your body. So obviously start at the top, spiraling it down over the left chest, your left chest and upper back. Nice and slowly over your heart area. I am worthy and deserving of being free of all unhealthy cords, attachments, and implants. I choose this. And then seeing your sentences spiraling down your left waist and lower back, reading them as they're spiraling around. I am worthy and deserving of being free of all unhealthy cords, attachments, and implants. I choose this. And seeing your sentence spiral down the left side of your pelvis, down your left thigh. I am worthy and deserving of being free of all unhealthy cords. And then seeing going over your left knee, down your left calf. Cords, attachments and implants, and I choose this. And then over your left foot. And then you're going to repeat the process, seeing your sentences across your inside of your forehead. I am worthy and deserving of being free of all unhealthy cords, attachments and implants. I choose this. This time you're going to see your sentence go up your right hand. See your sentences come out from your forehead, going up your right hand, up your right arm, over your right elbow, over your right upper arm, spiraling around and around your arm. When they reach your right shoulder, you spiral them across to your left. I am worthy and deserving of being free of all unhealthy cords. And then when it reaches your left shoulder, spiral it back across to your right. Attachments and implants. I choose this. When it reaches your right shoulder, spiral it down the right side of your body. So right chest, right upper back. Seeing it spiraling down and down. Down over your right waist. Lower back. I am worthy and deserving of being free of all unhealthy cords, attachments and implants, and I choose this. Spiraling over your right side of your pelvis, over the right thigh. I am worthy and deserving of being free of all unhealthy cords. See it spiraling over your right knee, down over your right calf, attachments and implants, and I choose this. Then see them spiraling over your right foot, going off into the distance or into the ground. Then reading your sentences again. I am worthy and deserving of being free of all unhealthy cords, attachments and implants. I choose this. And this time imagine your sentences are going to go forward out of your forehead, and you just ask for them to be sent across all time and space, to all lives, all realities, all dimensions and all universes. And then lastly, we just finish off by seeing our sentences going across our chest. So imagine big doors opening in your chest. Imagine your chest opening really wide, and then beautiful white and gold letters going across your chest. I am worthy and deserving of being free of all unhealthy cords, attachments and implants. And I choose this. And then we just say thank you to the Christ light. And you can use that technique for anything. Just make sure it is in the positive and in the present tense. So I am rather than I am not or I will be. Okay, if you have an issue with this kind of stuff, I did a talk last week on soul contracts, soul fragments, but it also included people when you pick up other people's stuff, so you take on other people's baggage. So there's help for those people who do that. So you might want to watch that one as well. Okay, so I hope that helped. Much love and many blessings from my heart to yours.